Kunjabihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yashodanandana Brajajanarandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Radha Vanabha Kunjabihari Govindabhakta Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Vishnupada Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se go Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Vijay Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giriraj Govardhan ki jai. Rajabhumi Vrindavan मथुरा द्वारिका धाम के जो श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम के गंगा मैया के जो यमुना मैया के जहाँ तेरे ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम समवेत हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasa Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtapraye Shabhadrasha Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktirabhavati Naishthiti Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah Namo Nalinanetraya Vimnavadya Vinodine Radharara Sudhapana Shaline Vanamaline Mahabhava Swarupastam Krishna Priya Variyasi Prema Bhakti Prade Devi Radhika Tvam Namostate. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Canto 2, Chapter 4, text number 17. Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino
Tapasvino Yashasvino
Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha Shrimam Navindanti Vinaya Darpanam Tasmai Subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha Shrimam Navindanti Vinaya Darpanam Tasmai Subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha Shrimam Navindati Vinaya Darpanam Tasmai Subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha Shrimam Navindanti Vinaya Darpanam Tasmai Subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha
Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino
Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino
Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha
Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha
Shrimam Navindanti Vinaya Darpanam
Shrimam Navindanti Vinaya Darpanam
Tasmai Subhadra Shravase Namo Namaha
Tasmai Subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha
Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino
Tapasvino Dhanapara Yashasvino Manasvino Mantrapida Sumangalaha
Vidanti Vinaya Darpanam
Shrimam Navindanti Vinaya Darpanam Tasmai Subhadra Shavase Namo Namaha Tapasvinaha, the great learned sages. Dhanaparaha, the great performer of charity. Yashasvinaha, the great worker of distinction. Manasvinaha, the great philosophers.
the great philosophers
or mystics. Mantravidaha, the great chanter of the Vedic hymns.
the great chanter of the Vedic hymns.
Sumangalaha, strict follower of Vedic principles.
Strict followers of Vedic principles.
Shemam, fruitful result.
Fruitful results.
Na,
Never.
Vindante,
Attain.
Vina, without. Yat arpanam, dedication. Tasmai, unto him. Subhadra, auspicious. Shravase, hearing about him. Namaha, my obeisances. Namaha, again and again. Translation and purport by His Loving Divine Grace. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Translation. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto all auspicious Lord Sri Krishna again and again, because the great learned sages, the great philosopher of charity, the great performers of charity, the great workers of distinction, the great philosophers and mystics, the great chanters of the Vedic hymns, and the great followers of Vedic principles cannot achieve any fruitful result without dedication of such a great qualities to the service of the Lord. Purport. Advancement of learning, a charitable disposition, political, social, or religious leadership of a human society, philosophical speculations, the practice of the yoga system, expertise in the Vedic rituals, and all similar high qualities in man serve one in the attainment of a perfection only when they are employed in the service of the Lord. Without such a dovetailing, all such qualities become sources of trouble for people in general. Everything can be utilized either for one's own sense gratification or in the service of one other than the oneself. There are two kinds of self-interest also, namely personal selfishness and extended selfishness. But there is no qualitative difference between personal and extended selfishness. Theft for personal interest or for the family interest is of the same quality, namely criminal. A thief pleading not guilty because of committing theft for a personal interest, but for the interest of the society or country has never been excused by the established law of any country. People in general have no knowledge that the self-interest of a living being attains perfection only when such an interest consists with the interest of the Lord. For example, what is the interest of maintaining body and soul together? One earns money for maintenance of the body, personal or social. But unless there is a God consciousness, unless the body is being properly maintained to realize one's relation with the God, all good efforts to maintain body and soul together are similarly to the attachment, to the attempts of the animal to maintain the body and soul together. The purpose of maintaining the human body is different from the animals. Similarly, advancement of learning, economic development, philosophical research, study in the Vedic literature, or even the execution of pious activities like charity, opening of hospitals, and the distribution of food grains should be done in relation with the Lord. The aim of all such acts and endeavors must be pleasure of the Lord and not is the satisfaction of any other identity. Individual or collective, Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.27, the same principles is confirmed where it is said that whatever we may give in charity and whatever we may observe in austerity must be given over to the Lord or be done on his account only. The expert leaders of the godless human civilization cannot bring about the fruitful result in all their different attempts at educational advancement or economic development unless they are God conscious. And to become God conscious, one has to hear about the all auspicious Lord, as he is described in literature like the Srimad Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Ajnanadakaranasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthavidam Yena Bhutale Sarvabhutapradam Priyam Sarvabhutapradam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Adavadakmalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sarvana Raghunatham Tam Sajnam Sadvaitam Savadutam Varijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Vada Sabhagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamsha Tamam Krishna Vadaya Krishna Vishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Yadinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gauravinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Tapasvino Danaparaya Shasvino Manasvino Mantravidaha Sumangalaha Shemam Vindanti Vyada Vina Yadarpanam Tasmai Shubhadra Shavasena. So this whole chapter, which is known as the process of creation, it explains about the glorious activities of the Lord, especially the narrations of that activities. If someone discusses in association of devotees, then how it creates difference in our life, that has explained. That's the theme of all the verses in this chapter. In previous verse, it was explained that the person who hears the glories of the Lord and takes shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, as per the guidance of expert devotee who has an experimental knowledge of devotional service, that person gets rid of all material contaminations and attains the perfection of his life. Now in this verse, it is said, you may be a very austere person. You may have performed severe austerities, like Hiranyakashipu. In 7th canto, they have described the austerity that he has performed was so severe, no one can even think about that, forget about doing that or practicing that austerity. For thousands of years, he was standing on his one leg. On top of that, he was not eating anything. At a certain stage, he stopped even breathing. Can you imagine? He was breathing once a while. And when days are passing like that, one day it happened that everything of his body, like a skin, fats, nerves, blood, everything was sucked by insects. and just there was a skeleton. And by yogic practice, he was able to keep his pranavayu moving around in the skeleton. Can you imagine? Is it possible nowadays? They perform yoga. Just even yesterday only we saw that someone has put that particular pose in our Iskcon Phoenix thing, that they are standing on one leg and offering pranams. That was the pose of Hiranyakashipu. In that pose only he pleased Lord Brahma. You may be standing for about 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, only 1 minute is more than enough. Balance our own obese weight. But he did it for thousands of years. But what's the use of that? That's the question here they are asking. You may be a very great tapasvi. But if that austerity is not meant to please the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, then it is Shrama eva hi kevalam. Nothing. It's a useless endeavor. And in Bhagavad Gita it is said, such a tapasya is come under which level? Tamoguni. Because it's not going to help anyone. You are torturing yourself. And it is said that by doing that you are torturing super soul in the body. By such a severe so-called austerity. Then further he says, Dana Para. You may be a great person who can donate so much. Till today, the one person is very famous in the history for his attitude of giving charity. Who is that? Is he glorious? Definitely. The people who don't understand who is he and what he has done, they will say, he is one of the glorious personality. Dana Shurka. In South they have a movie and that was very famous when 60s that movie came. It was like lakhs and lakhs of people, they went to see that movie for 2 continuous years. 104 weeks it was a full. And everywhere they are just appreciating karma. But what's the use of that charity? By doing that charity, if you don't develop love for Krishna, you don't develop any attachment or service attitude to a Krishna, again it is a burden of beast. That's what scripture says. You are carrying the just burden of your good activities. This activity may be in the mode of goodness, but what it results in bondage. Yashasvina. There are very famous personalities. Anyone has heard about Kartavi Arjuna? Who was that? Is another name of Sahasrabhava. And he was so powerful personality that he used to take Ravana in his armpit. And he used to block him. Ravana used to desperately endeavor to try to breathe. So he was that much suffocated there. His grandpa has to come and ask Kartavi Arjuna that please leave him now. He is a small child. We don't know how to behave. Please be merciful. You are so great personality. And then he used to relieve him. Okay, this time I'm leaving him, but make sure that he should not come. And Ravana never used to turn that way. He was the king of Mahishmatipur. Such a great personality. But what's the use? Even till today, if someone loses something, someone lost something, or someone has taken someone's money, whether to get that back, there is one verse which glorifies Kartavi Arjuna. If you chant that for a few times, you get back your lost thing. He was such a great person. So what the use? He never appreciated Lord Ramachandra because he was in that era, in Treta Yuga. So being such a famous personality, is it useful? No. It will just pump your ego and that balloon will just blow. And one day what happens? It will get blast and nothing is there. So you may be a tapasvi, very austere, you may be a very charitable person, or you may be a very famous person. And here it says Manasvina. Manasvina means philosophers, Muni. Munis are those who has their own opinion about the Supreme Personality of God. They have their own consideration and they put forward in such a way that no one can defeat that. Everyone has to accept that. Anyone has heard about Charvak Muni? Who was that? Charvaka is considered as the topmost atheist. His philosophy is Yavat jivet sukham jivet rinam kritva ghatam pibe asmi bhutasya dehasya kim punaragama. As long as you have to live, live lavishly, take loan, enjoy your senses, eat with the ghee. Who has seen once this body is burnt away, turns into ashes, who knows what happens in next life? Forget. That's the philosophy of today's leaders of the society. And it's a great philosophy. People like that. They used to follow. And that's why the whole world is running around. But is it worthwhile to follow? And Chanakya says the person who has to advance spiritually, he always has to think about the death and non-permanent nature of this material world. Then he can make achievement in spiritual life. Otherwise, Mantra Vidaha. Then he said Mantra Vidaha. There are expert personalities who used to chant mantras. So expert. Do you know the famous personality who used to chant mantras? With a perfect meter, with a perfect timing, with a perfect pronunciation. Who? Twashta. Not Twashta. It's Ravana. He was an expert in chanting Samaveda mantras. You know that Rudravina? That was the creation of Ravana. When Lord Shiva was doing his Tandava, Ravana accompanied him with Rudravina. And he was such a perfect personality in chanting Vedic mantras. When demigod used to perform some yagyas, they used to call him as a Udgata. Because being a born of a Brahmana, Prajapati Kashyapa's dynasty, he was expert in chanting mantras and they used to call him as a Udgata. Udgata means a person who can chant mantras in perfect meter. Mantra Veda. Veda means who knows, who is expert. But what's the use of that expertise? It's not that he was not knowing Vedic scripture. When Kumbhakarna died, he went and he consoled his mother and wives of Kumbhakarna and sons of Kumbhakarna who were left over with the great philosophy. What's the use? With the Uttama Shlokas, you have to worship the Uttama Shloka. Who is Uttama Shloka? The person who is glorified with the wonderful shlokas is known as Uttama Shloka. That is Lord Krishna. So if you don't use that mantra to glorify the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, then what's the use of knowing or becoming so expert in chanting mantras? That's also useless. And then it says Sumangalaha. Sumangala means strict followers of Vedic principles. Any example for this? How many of you have read Krishna book? 3. He gave a clue. When Krishna was performing a childhood pastime, once he got very hungry while he was playing, and he saw that there are some Brahmins. They are performing Vedic ritual. They were performing sacrifices. And they were really expert in that. They were doing it. But when Lord went there with his friends and he said, oh Brahmana, I'm really hungry. Please give something. You are offering so much to this fire. Please offer it to us. We are small kids, and small kids are like Lord himself. So please feed us. What does Brahmana do? They chase them away.
They come back after puja is over.
No, nothing. They never said that even. They said, just go away from here. It's not meant for you. It's for Lord Vishnu. Then what they did? Because women, they are always compassionate. Because of that quality, they can render devotional service to the Lord at par to men or men. Because they have two things very common. One is loving attitude and second is serving attitude. And because of that, when they saw such a beautiful, charming boy, along with his effulgent friends, is coming and asking for something to them, they became so happy. Immediately, whatever they cooked for the yagya, they got it and offered it to Krishna, Balaram and their friends. So if even thou, you are a strict follower of a Vedic rituals, what the hell if you don't worship with that to Supreme Personality of God? And that's why it is said at the last, Kshemam na vindati vyada vina yadarapanam tasmai shubhatra shavasi namanam. I offer my obeisance to that Supreme Personality of Godhead who offers auspiciousness to everyone. 6. This word is very important. Subhadra Shravase, who gives what? Auspiciousness to everyone, including his enemies. What are the examples for that? Again?
All the demons who got killed.
Everyone who came in contact with Krishna, whether in any bhava, he bestowed them with all auspiciousness. Putana is especially because it is explained in Garga Samhita that she was specially favored by the Lord. She came with the intention to kill an infant of just 3 days. And she has such a demonic tendency that she wanted to kill that infant child. And still Lord gave her that position. Even the great devotees, after performing so much of devotional service, they don't get it. Just next to Yashoda, he gave that stan, that place to her. Dhatri means second mother. So what another auspiciousness do you want from him? And he's capable of doing and giving everything to everyone. And that's why here Shukadeva Goswami explains to Parikshit Maharaj, because Lord is never get pleased with the expertise or material expertise that you are having, but he get pleased with the attitude, the consciousness that you offer to the Lord. Rupa Goswami Pad in his Padyavali, he writes one shloka. It's very wonderful shloka. It explains about how our material qualification is useless to attain the Krishna consciousness. And as we are reading, I think yesterday only, last part, Prabhupada says, as you become erudite in modern educational system, that makes you more useless to understand the Krishna consciousness. Jada vidya jata mayara vaibhava jivera banai gata. That's what Bhakti Vinod Thakur says. That this Jada vidya means material education, whatever you have. It's mayara vaibhava. That's the opulence of external energy of the Lord. Jivera banai gata. By acquiring that knowledge, what it makes that jiva? Donkey. Seito gada bahe boja. He says that that same donkey, he carries tons of loads. For whom? He never knew for whom he is doing that. And that's what we are. As we earn, maybe in the lakhs, how much you spend for yourself? If wife pushes you, now you should have a new cloth. Let's go for marketing. Then you go. It's not that every month you go, now I'm earning money, so let me have every month go and get a new clothes for me. Do we do that? Eating, whatever she cooks, without any demand, just have it. Finish it. For whom we are doing all this? Generally not now, but after 40, 45, when everything gets settled down, you start thinking on that. Last 50 years, you will be thinking like, what I'm doing, for whom I'm doing. This is what I have to do ultimately. And it takes long time because we have become the beast who carries burden for others. So to come on the human platform, it takes a long time. You need to read, you need to hear, you need to associate with the devotees. Then you will come to know whether we are human beings or being human. That makes a difference. And Rupa Goswami Pad, in that verse, he says that Vyadasya acharanam dhruvasya chavayo vidya gajanrasya ka. Kubjaya kimanama rupa guna adhikam kimtat sudhamno. Vamshaka vidurasya yadava pate ugrasya kim pavrusham. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam nacha gunaihi bhakti priyo madhava. What pleases to the Lordship is devotion. Nacha gunai, not even qualities. What you acquire throughout the life, that may be good for the impressing materialistic people, but not for the Lord. Because ultimately they are gunas. Gunas means rope. And Lord is gunatit. He never comes under influence of your qualities. And then he has given examples. Some people, they think, oh, I should be very sophisticated. I should know all the manners, how I should behave with the social people. I should be a social, polished animal. I should behave nicely. What the hell if that behavior is not useful to make you Krishna conscious? Far better than these hunters were, who were staying in the forest, but they were able to attain the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. And who are they? There are two hunters in the history, they are famous. Yeah, Ratnakar, who was not able to even pronounce the name of Lord Ramachandra. Rather than saying Ram, he used to say Mara. And there is another one, he was so cruel that he never used to kill the animal. What he used to do? He used to torture them. And he was very happy with that. Both, they got chance to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One was so lucky that in his heart, Lord manifested his pastime first, and then actually in this world. Valmiki. Before Lord Ramachandra appeared, he wrote Ramayana. And what was his background? A deadly killer. He never used to even leave sannyasis. He used to kill them also to get whatever they have. Vyadasya Acharanam, what was their social behavior? They were outcasted. They were boycotted from the cities and they were staying in the jungles. But still they were able to attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not by sophisticated behavior, but by following the instructions of spiritual master. Then some people they think, oh, I'm too young to do this. Why should I do it now? Let me get settled down everything. And at the age when I'm not able to see anything, I'm not able to hear anything, I'm not able to walk or sit, that time I can do this devotional service because I don't have to do anything that time. So let me do that. But does it happen? What is meant by old age? The definition of old age is the time before you leave this body. So that may be at the age of 4 also, or that may be age of 40 also, or maybe 80 also. That's what old age means. But here we have an example that Dhruva Maharaj at the age of 60, he was able to see the Lord face to face.
5.
Huh? I'm just checking everyone is there or just in some other line. At the age of 6, within a 6 month, he was able to see the Lord face to face. So there is no limit of age for entering devotions. Then some people they think, oh, I should be very learned. Mantra Vidaha. What the hell of your being an expert in chanting mantra? Look at Gajendra. Which university you went? Oxford? OU? Which is the best one?
Stanford.
Whichever it may be. Does Gajendra went there, got admission and got his studies done and then he attended Lord? No. Vidya ka Gajendra se. What was his educational qualification to render devotional service? Being an animal, he was not allowed to think about knowledge. But for him, Lord left Vaikuntha and instantly he came riding on his Garuda to save him. Some people they think, oh, I should be beautiful so that I can attract them. I should be handsome. What the hell you have to do with your beauty? How long is it going to last? Huh? It's a kshana bhuva. Kubjaya kima nama rupa guna adhikam. What the beauty Kubja has, the name itself indicates that she was so ugly, Kubja, hunchback. But she were able to please their Lordship. Lord got so much pleased with her that immediately he made her a damsel, greater than the damsel in heavenly planets. When Indra started looking at her, oh, who is she? Because he is a desperate guy for that. So what made her so beautiful? Her devotion to the Lord. Kim tat sudamno dhanam. People they think, oh, let me acquire so much opulence, and with that opulence I can donate something to the Lord's temple and attract His mercy. Does it happen? Kim tat sudamna dhanam. What kind of opulence that Sudama had? When he wanted to go and meet their lordship, he was not having even a proper clothes. Clothes were so torn that every 2 inches he has to tie a knot so that his clothes can be together. He went to 17 houses to borrow and get some chipped rice. And with that he came to Dwarka. And he was reluctant when Lord asked him, hey, what my bhabi has given, show me. She must have given something for me. Because all the bhabis, they live there, what they call? English is funny language, I can't remember this one. So somehow or other, he took out that cloth and opened it and he saw there was some chipped rice. He took one morsel. He said, oh, that's the opulence of Vaikuntha. He took the second one. And as he is going to take the third one, Rukmini came and she immediately held the Lord's hand. Said, what do you want to do? What is your desire? Should we go and serve him? Enough. You have given more than enough for him. You have given the opulence of Vaikuntha on these earthly planets to your friend. And if you ate this third one, then all we 16,108 have to go to his place to render service to him. Because he has pacified him, he has satisfied him. So what has attracted Lord? The Aishwarya that Sudama has? No. Vamsha ka vidurasya. Some people, they think, oh, I should be born in very aristocratic family or a very learned family. Then Lord will bestow his mercy upon me. Does it happen? Sometimes. When Lord's one of devotee gets merciful on you, if he desires that, okay, I think I should give him Krishna consciousness, then Lord has to give without seeing his qualification. Then they have given the example of Vidura. Vidura, what was his Vansha? Which dynasty he was born? He was a Dasiputra. And Dasiputra, it's very difficult to know who is his father. But at least here know that Vyasadeva was his father. But it was not still a very great position. He was always, even Duryodhana, when he insulted him, he called him lastly, you are a Dasiputra. Think that it's we have given you honor considering our uncle, otherwise you are a Dasiputra. Leave this house and go. And that was the matchsticks he used to burn out the whole Kuru dynasty. Lord Krishna got pleased with Vidura irrespective of his birth. Some people, they think, oh, I should attract Lord's mercy by my own valor, my own endeavor, I should do that. Look at the Ugrasena. What he did. His own son put him into the jail. But Lord got attracted by his devotion. He went to Mathura, killed Kamsa, and relieved him from the jail and made him again as a king and became his minister. And then Rupa Goswami asked the question, Bhaktya tushyati kevalam nacha gune bhakti priyo madhava. What attracts the most to the Lord? Not your qualities, but devotion that you have. The same theme is carried forward over here. Then what's the use of your being so austere, being so charitable, being so learned in the Vedic scripture, or being so strict in following rules and regulations that has given in the scripture? If ultimately they are not devoted, to become a Krishna consciousness, it's useless. And if they are DOVETAIL in the Lord's service, then this all auspicious Lord, who gives all auspiciousness to everyone, gets pleased. So it is really wonderful that today is the first day of this new English calendar. And all of you have started your new year with a very auspicious thing. एक ब्रह्मचारी थे हमारे, it's very old. He used to say, अगर जीवन में मंगल होना है तो मंगला में मंगल के दर्शन कर लो, सारा मंगल हो जाएगा. If you want to get auspiciousness in your life, then you should come on the auspicious time of the day, that is Mangala, and take darshan of the Mangal, the most auspicious personality of the Godhead. Then everything will be auspicious in your life. Sometimes what happens, that familiarity breeds contempt. That's what. We stay in temple, we see their lordship regularly. We take it granted. So, but we don't know that. Maybe one day we'll get a chance and we will discuss about this. It's the most magnanimous and most merciful form of the Lord. There are 4 different, I think, another hour we'll discuss some other time. It's the most merciful incarnation of the Lord, who is there to give you mercy. For other viewers and his other forms, you need to perform particular activities, do some austerities, get purified, and then you are able to see them. Even Brahma is not able to see their lordship directly. He goes on the shore of the Kshiroda Sagar, he sits there and he meditates. And only he hears the sound vibration. That's it. That's what his realization. He is limited up to that. But here in this form, Lord is giving his mercy. He is giving you a service. And you are able to render a personal service to him. So it's very important to take it seriously and apply it in our life. Because Prabhupada said whatever he has given, it's applied knowledge. It's just not a theory. The knowledge which is experimental, expertly experimented by the expert personalities and then given to you. And who are these personalities? 12 Maharajas. So if you want to perfect your life, here is the formula. Utilize it in your life and perfect your existence. Right. Any question, any comment? Thank you very much. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.